Hey everybody, Michael here from Replica Airguns with another field test shooting video in the airgun, indoor airgun CCAN shooting range here. All right, so we've got the Steel Force, the Umarex Steel Force. It's like basically the third generation of the Steel blah, blah, blah line. So Steel, there was this, what was it? The Steel Storm, the Steel Force, and now we're on the Steel Strike. Every time they kind of make small changes, little improvements. And watch my tabletop video for some of those improvements and things. I do compare it to the Steel Force briefly and for the specifications and whatnot. But essentially it's a BB rifle that shoots single action only trigger with semi-auto and 6-round burst. And we're gonna put it through the chronograph now to see what kind of feet per second it gets. We're gonna shoot probably 10 rounds in semi-auto at the target, see what kind of accuracy we get from 30 feet downrange. And then we'll do some burst rounds just for fun to see, you know, if it stays fairly accurate when we do that. Okay, so let's charge it up and see if we can get some rounds through this chronograph to read. Okay, what do we got here? So we're just gonna put a few on target. Okay, here we go. Well, that didn't do much. 165. Pretty brutal. There we go. That's more like it. That first round was maybe break it in because I just put brand new CO2 in. So 372, that's more like it. There we go. Error, that's okay. We'll get some more. I got lots of ammo in here. 372. 374. 376. I don't know where I'm hitting. It doesn't sound like I'm hitting the target much. See if we can get some more here. That's coming back at me too. 393, we'll do another one. Seems to be improving slowly here. There we go. 392 again. One more, let's just do one more. I got lots of ammo. 391, so we're getting pretty close to that 400. I'll average that out. But it seems to be, I'm gonna do one more just because it seems to be getting faster. 392, so it's really gotten up to the 390 plus range. Umarex says 400 feet per second. That's pretty reasonable. It's not crazy hot in here. It's 18 degrees Celsius right here where I'm shooting this area. Let's find out what that is in Fahrenheit. I never do know. Hey Google, what is, let me try this again.
What are you asking?
What am I asking? Yeah, what am I asking? Hey Google, what is 18 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? Let me try it again. Hey Google, what is 18 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
18 degrees Celsius equals 64.4 degrees Fahrenheit.
So not crazy hot, right? It's not like, it's not even really room temperature. 20 degrees Celsius, you'll have to excuse me. I make these videos whether I'm sick, dying, healthy, whatever, okay? They have to go on because you guys want them, right? So if I'm coughing, that's just the way it is. But so 18 degrees is not super warm, but 20 degrees is more like room temperature. Hot sunny day, you know, it can get up to 30 degrees Celsius. So on a hotter day, obviously this gun's gonna shoot a little faster because when the CO2 warms up, the gun warms up, it's just gonna shoot faster. So 392, pretty reasonable. Okay, so we're gonna set up a target 30 feet downrange and see if I can get some shots to hit close to the bullseye. These sights are non-adjustable, keep that in mind, so it's gonna shoot where it shoots. I'm just trying to get a tight grouping or as tight a grouping as I can wherever it hits on the target. Anything else, I'm gonna have to either put some sort of optical sight on here to get it more accurate or just eyeball it over a little bit because these sights again are not adjustable in any way. All right, let's set that target up. All right, so now for the fun part, get to shoot it at the target and see what kind of accuracy we get. You know what I haven't done yet? So we'll just go through this. I haven't recharged or reloaded this magazine, so we'll do that. So we pull this out, keeping the bottom down like this, shake it around, and then push that in. That should give us a full 30 rounds in there, or close to it, I'm hoping. We're gonna start off, again, in semi-auto. Let's see if we can get something decent on target here. Okay, so I've got the stock all the way back. This is actually not a bad aperture at this distance, so let's see if we can do this. And I am in semi-auto. Okay, let's check it out. I'm gonna put it in safe real quick here. Let's see what we got. Hey, that is, wow, really nice. I mean, a little low, pretty well centered, just a tiny bit to the left, but that's not too bad at all for like out of the box, no adjustments. I'm just using this little peep sight. You know, they're a little hard for these old eyes to use, trying to focus front and back and get that everything lined up, but that's not too bad at all. Okay, let's do some bursts. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do the whole mag. Why not? Let's refill this mag. I got lots of BBs in here. Let's make sure we're good to go. Okay, it should be full or close to full. You never really do know because you can't see. All right, so let's just do as many 6 rounds bursts as we can until she empties. Okay, all right, get all set up here. Wow. I think we're done. Let's just check it out. You can hear the slight sound change. She did pull to the right for me that first burst, just because it vibrates. It's like, because there's a little internal blowback action going on, there's like a little bolt that's moving around, and it's basically allowing the bolt or the striker or whatever, the internal hammer, to recock so that it's just gonna release. So it is a single action only trigger, because it has to be charged, just like a semi-auto pistol. Got to charge it first, get a round in the chamber. You're not really placing a round in the chamber in this case. You're just pre-cocking the hammer so that when you release the trigger, it's going to release the onto the valve or whatever mechanism is internally going on here. Hit that valve, release the CO2 pressure. The bolt's going to cycle and allow for the exact same thing to happen again. When you're in semi-auto, it just does the one shot. When you're in full auto, it probably has some sort of wheel inside that lets it do 6 rounds and then locks it out. So I'm assuming, I haven't pulled this gun apart, but that's just technically what's probably going on. So pretty cool. I think the gun, obviously in semi-auto, we got a beautiful, like under 1 inch group, fairly well centered. There's some more rounds in that same group, so it's definitely trying to hit that area again. We are looking at some rounds that came off to the right, but I think you're gonna probably see in the video, the gun kind of went like this. It vibrated over on me. I wasn't really ready for it. I didn't think it was gonna move that much. It's just more of like the cycling of the blowback and that quick vibration. It's kind of interesting, but you do feel a little tapping in the shoulder. It does feel kind of cool. I think this is a super fun gun. It's really amazingly accurate for like a $150 gun. A lot of fun. I mean, if you want to just go outside and plink and shoot pop cans or whatever, this is totally cool. And up to 400 feet per second, probably on a good day, that's fast enough for plinking and just shooting stuff. I think it's a lot of fun. So check it out over at replicairguns.ca and replicairguns.us, our Canada and our US stores. We do have it in both of those stores. Umarex products generally we carry in both Canada and the US, so as a general rule. Also check out the written articles that I do with additional photos at replicairguns.com. I will put links in the descriptions to buy in Canada and the US, so if you're watching this on YouTube, go in the description, and that's where the links will be. Prices change over time, right? Because you might be watching this 2 years down the road, who knows, right? And of course, don't forget to subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those places. If you're interested in other products, air guns, BB guns, airsoft guns, blank guns, pellet guns, and other accessories, then come on down to replicairguns.ca and replicairguns.us. All right, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.